If you want to learn more about Dragon Ball video games, check out my book, Play the Dragon, The History of Dragon Ball Video Games, which covers everything from the Famicom all the way to the PlayStation era. And it includes reviews, retrospectives, and detailed information about all these games. And as an added bonus, if you purchase the physical copy from Amazon, you get the Kindle version for your phone or your tablet directly for free. So buy it today. Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and... wait a minute. There's somebody knocking at my door. I wonder who it is.
Ryan! Bro, how are you?
Yes, pleased to make your acquaintance. I am the slime serving the king.
Oh my god, King Slime! What brings your noble presence to my humble abode, and what do I owe the honor, sir?
Bro, I was just in the neighborhood looking for you. Can we come inside?
Absolutely. Come on this way, sir. I hope my seats are comfortable, your highness.
Oh yeah, bro. Sitting on these chairs is comforting for my slimy ass. What do you think, servant?
These chairs are quite the comfortable arrangement indeed. Thank you, Ryan.
Ooh, that's good to hear.
Okay, dog, down to business. Ryan, I want you to give me the best review of Dragon Quest XI: Echoes of an Elusive Age.
Yes, His Majesty has chosen you to deliver the utmost detailed review of the game out of all the reviewers out there. Bro,
aside from Geekdom 101 and Sackchief, there is no bigger Dragon Quest fan than you who can deliver us the review we need.
What? You want me? Out of every single reviewer in the reviewerverse, you want me to review Dragon Quest XI? Me! The Slime King is picking me!
But first, bring me and my servant your finest food to eat, as we are hungry from this long trip, bro.
Yes, your finest edible arrangements will do to fill our parched and famished stomachs.
Right away, sir. I will find you the finest delicacies that Earth can provide. I'm gonna grab my jacket, and I'm gonna go. So how's the food, Your Highness?
Bro, this is good shit. You gotta take me to meet this Burger King.
Yes, these things called French fries are quite the delicious offering. I can see why you humans are so strong and healthy.
Yes, a meal fit for a king.
Mr. Ryan, you have truly been accommodating to both me and my king. I wish more humans were as hospitable as you.
Ah, thank you, Servant Slime.
Ryan, bro, are you truly ready to give us this Dragon Quest XI review?
Alright, Your Highness, I shall deliver a Dragon Quest XI review like no other!
Good. Now I will transport you to the land of Erdrea.
Good luck, Mr. Ryan.
Whoa! Whoa! Huh. Whoa, where am I? It looks like I'm in the land of Erdrea! Well guys, this time's for real. Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and this duty given to me by the King of Slimes, I am reviewing Dragon Quest XI. So I have been a huge fan of the Dragon Quest series back when it was Dragon Warrior on the NES. And I've played and finished every single main entry in the Dragon Quest franchise, except Dragon Quest X, since that's kind of the MMORPG. So when I heard that Dragon Quest XI was coming out for all the next-gen systems, I was like, oh my god, more Dragon Quest! I mean, we haven't gotten a main Dragon Quest entry since, Dragon Quest IX on the, DS. Yes, the DS. Sorry, the Wii and Wii U versions of Dragon Quest X don't count for us until they come out with an online-less version or offline version of Dragon Quest X in the future. So I first got to play Dragon Quest XI at E3 2018, where you got to choose between two scenarios. You can play kind of the beginning of the game, or you can do one of the horse races, and I chose the beginning of the game just to get the feel of it, and I was like, wow, look at these graphics. The graphics in this game are gorgeous, and a lot of great games came out in 2018 with great graphics like Spider-Man, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Red Dead Redemption 2, but in my opinion, I don't think anything beats Dragon Quest XI in 2018. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 kinda comes close, but I have to give it to Dragon Quest XI, because man, look at all of the locations. It's like you can go on vacation in this game. Seriously, like when you visit the locations in this game, you feel like you want to go to them in real life. So when Dragon Quest XI finally came out for the PS4 and the PC, I bought it on the PS4, and then the rest is history. So Dragon Quest XI begins with the Council of Kingdoms having some kind of meeting, but what is it about? What are they having in store for you? Well, I'll talk about that later. But then, the kingdom is under attack! Oh no! Monsters everywhere! This kind of reminds me of the beginning of Dragon Quest II. And then a young girl and a young mother are running with a small child, and then the young girl puts the child in the river. No! But then the child is picked up by this old man, and then many years later, our story truly begins. So now, our hero, all grown up, in the village of Cobblestone. Man, this place looks really nice. I can just totally settle down here. Our hero has now become an adult. Oh great, now I think he has to worry about auto insurance, getting a job. He's got to provide for his, future family, And our hero is known as the Luminary, one of the legendary heroes from long ago. Just like every Dragon Quest game has some kind of legendary hero, right? But the hero and his childhood friend Gemma had to engage in a rite of passage in order to become adults in the eyes of the adults of Cobblestone. So let me guess, Gemma's gonna be the hero's love interest? Well, kind of, sort of. So once our hero and Gemma reach the summit of Cobblestone Tor, it's Dragon Quest XI, Breath of the Wild. But then our hero and Gemma are attacked. But then the Luminary, our hero, displays his valiant display of courage, because I say display a lot, and proves that now he is a man. So now that the hero has proven his worth as an adult, he is to see the King of Heliodor, because he is the legendary Luminary. And thus begins our quest in the world of Erdrea. So unlike the previous Dragon Quest games, the world of Erdrea, yes, is huge, but it's more split into separate sections rather than one gigantic world map like in the previous Dragon Quest games, because looking at the scope of the graphics in this game and how huge a lot of these areas are, I can kind of understand they have to go the Final Fantasy X route for this. But man, the world of Erdrea is beautiful, and ever since Dragon Quest IX, the enemies have appeared on the world map, so you do have the choice to fight them or not. And I know a lot of people are kind of like, iffy on this, and they kind of prefer the random battles, but I do kind of prefer seeing the enemies, and if I want to fight them, I'll fight them, but I'll run if I need to run. And also, you do get a horse, so you can actually bump enemies off the map and don't even have to fight them. Yeah, that's the way to do it. The horse. The lazy man's way of not grinding. Yeah. So now let us begin with a lot of the new mechanics introduced in Dragon Quest XI. Now you do have your normal battles with the enemies, but this time you actually get to move your character around, you get to change the camera, so you have a little bit more of interaction, a little bit like Lightning Returns, but not really. But this is more of a cosmetic thing, because it doesn't matter where you are. Like, if you're far away from your enemies, you'll still attack them, and even if you're far away from the enemies, they'll still attack you, so don't expect to run all the way to the edge of the screen and try to avoid enemy attacks. It's not gonna work. And not only do you gain experience from battles, you get skill points which you can use in the character builder. Now the character builder is kind of like the license grid in Final Fantasy XII. Like if you have a certain amount of skill points, you can unlock a lot of powerful abilities, and some characters actually have different types of abilities. Like you can actually, learn boomerangs, you can learn axes, you can learn swords, you can learn more offensive magic or more defensive magic. And I do recommend not really running from all your battles, but try to grind as much as you can so you can get all those skill points for the character builder. And also one of the newer features in this game is the fun-sized forge, where you get to forge all your awesome weapons, kind of like the alchemy pot in Dragon Quest VIII. Now the fun-sized forge does take a little while to get used to. You kind of have to you have to have it at a certain temperature, and then after that you have to, pound it at just the right strength, and then it does take away some points. And if you don't forge everything just right, you still may be able to make the weapon, but it won't have any of the power-ups. And also in Dragon Quest XI, you can go on quests, where you kind of do a task for somebody else and get rewards. And these are scattered all over the world, and if you complete a lot of quests, you can get some of the best items in the game. So our hero makes it to the beautiful kingdom of Heliodor. I mean, holy crap, this place is huge and gorgeous, man. I can just chill here all day, hang out. Yeah, how's it going, everybody? This Heliodor is the kingdom to be. So our hero makes an audience with the king, King Carnelian. And just as we think King Carnelian's going to hail a welcoming party for our hero, throw this car in the dungeon! He is the darkspawn! Heathen! Heathen! So you go from the legendary Luminary, the hero of the story, to Jailbird. Wow, that's kind of a crappy way to start this story. And you're thrown in prison by the two generals, Jasper and Hendrik, who you encounter quite a bit throughout this game. So in prison, you meet the thief Eric. Yeah, so being a Dragon Ball fan, the first thing I said when I saw Eric was, hey, Eric is Super Saiyan Blue! He's a Super Saiyan god with the power of a Super Saiyan. Not really. But late game he is! When you power him up, man, Eric's a fucking beast! Yeah, so Eric is the thief of the party. He has boomerangs, he has knives, he can steal items. And also one of the new mechanics in this game is the pep system. Like when you go pep, you have this blue aura like Fah! And not only does it make you more powerful, you can unleash team attacks. You can unleash super duper awesome attacks. I mean, just look at all this pep stuff, man. So the hero and his new buddy Eric escape through the Heliodorian prisons underground away from the guards. And then Eric's like, I have to get my red orb. And you know what? My good old buddy Dirk back in Heliodor probably has it. Okay, Eric, we're not gonna go back to Heliodor where we just escaped. Well, I guess we can go down to the slums of Heliodor, right? So after making their way through the Heliodor slums by scaring a guard who's actually afraid of dogs. Oh, but the dogs are so friendly in this game. We sneak back into Heliodor at night, and then we encounter Eric's friend Dirk. Yeah, look at you, Dirk, living the honest, straight life. I mean, dude, what happened to the thug life, man? What happened to the thug life you had with Eric, man? Thugs be bros, yo! But Dirk says, well, I don't have the red orb anymore. I sold it! You mother... Well, Dirk, you have a really nice house. I'll give you that. But you sold the orb to buy this. So our hero and Eric have to go down to the King's Barrow to get back the red orb. Now, Dragon Quest dungeons can get a bit confusing, especially some of the first couple of games like Dragon Quest 1 through 4. But in recent years, Dragon Quest dungeons have been a lot easier, and thankfully the majority of the dungeons in this game aren't too complicated. Even the final one's not that complicated, but there is one that I will talk about later. So once our hero and Eric grab the orb from the King's Barrow after defeating a whole bunch of monsters, they're pursued by the Heladorian army again, but this time led by Hendrik. And then, okay, holy crap. So either we confront Hendrik and his soldiers, or we just go into some portal where we have no idea where the fuck it's gonna lead us. You know what? Let's go with the portal. And so our heroes get transported all the way to the other side of the world, to the town of Hoto. So once you arrive at the hot springs town of Hoto, yeah, this place looks pretty nice to hang out and, take a bath or just hang out by the pool. I didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me. So we see a little girl trying to find her father Noah, but then we find another little girl who's trying to find her sister, and she actually claims she's trying to find her little sister. Oh, hey kids. Yeah, kids aren't allowed in the bars. You have to be like 21 or something. Wait, you are 21? What kind of growth stunt happened to you, kid? Well, I guess we're gonna help find your sister and your father. Let's go. So this little pile of spunk is named Veronica, one of the wizards from the Arborean Highlands looking for her sister Serena, who got kidnapped and was taken to the Cryptic Crypt. Sounds kind of cryptic. So once we go into the Cryptic Crypt, there are these branches that the hero can touch since he is the Luminary, and he can see into the past. And so he kind of sees what happened to Veronica and Serena. Serena got kidnapped, then the monster's magic turned Veronica into a little girl, but although she's still an adult. So once you defeat the monsters down in the Cryptic Crypt, because, that was very cryptic, by the way, Veronica and Serena are united, and Veronica is the offensive magic caster, so she gets all the killer fireball spells, and then you have Serena as a defensive magician, where she heals the party and has her own harp to help you out. And I've heard a lot of fans don't really like Veronica, but I think Veronica is one of the best parts of the game. Like, she's so spunky, she's so hilarious. I love the dynamic between both Serena and Veronica. They're just sisters. Sisters being sisters, and they're both magic wielders here to protect the Luminary. So our party decides, we need to find a special branch that's going to help us find all the orbs, so let us go to the Kingdom of Gallopolis. So after Veronica and Serena join the party with the hero and Eric, we go to the Kingdom of Gallopolis, where if we help Prince Ferris impress his father to show that he's a man, that he'll help us find the branch to help us find the orbs. And Prince Ferris kind of wants you to do everything in his place. Oh gee, I wonder how this is gonna go. Okay, let me guess. This is totally original, guys. He's gonna make us do the work, but then he'll be revealed for the fraud that he is, and we'll get all the credit. I know where this is going. I know. So we check out the circus show, and we see the circus jester, Silvando. And I love Silvando. He is he with the ladies, darlings. How are you doing? Ooh, Prince Ferris. I think you're gonna make them do all your dirty work. Silvando is the type of guy that you want to hang out and have a drink with, because he's just like a pile of positive energy, and he makes you want to be a better person. So in order to impress the Sultan of Gallopolis, we engage in a horse race as Prince Ferris, but it's really us. Yup, totally us. But then after that, Prince Ferris has to defeat the monster in the sands. And holy shit, once you see this monster, I don't really blame him for not wanting to kill this thing, because fuck, this thing looks hard. And it's kind of a hard boss battle too, but not that hard. So once you capture the monster in all of your glory, or all of Prince Ferris's glory, because remember, he's getting all the credit, so we can kind of get our little item to help us find the orbs. Oh yeah. And if you're wondering, this is exactly the part where everything goes wrong, right? So Prince Ferris is like, I killed the monster! I am the awesome Prince of Gallopolis! So you're gonna call me the king, right? Oh shit! The monster comes back! And holy shit. Well, Prince Ferris, prove yourself! So after another battle with the monster, Prince Ferris actually does prove himself! holy shit, I didn't see that coming, not even from 100 miles away. And then Prince Ferris spills the beans and says, yeah, I'm sorry, I made these guys do my work, but his father is impressed anyways. But Prince, you still proven yourself, so you're a man now. Yes! Yeah, but, you know, we still did all the work, so where the fuck's our item, dude? Oh, great, we gotta go to Gondolia. This is a wild goose chase, isn't it? Just like every Dragon Quest game. That's a good thing. So we go to the beautiful port city of Gondolia, where our buddy Sylvando has a ship. Oh, you got a circus career, you got a ship. What else are you not, Sylvando? Oh, we're gonna find out pretty soon in the future. So after evading the Heliodorian forces again, led by the evil Jasper, well now, I'm gonna seize your ship and do a lot of bad things to it. So once we get the ship, our travels bring us to the Zwardust region. Oh, this is a very, very nice patch of grass. I gotta say that. Near the Kingdom of Dundrasil. The Kingdom of Dundrasil. That sounds so familiar. But first, we must go to the town of Octagonia. I think MMA fans are gonna get a big kick out of this. So the town of Octagonia is a big-ass fight club, UFC and all that stuff. And the big champ is our champion Vince. You know, Vince, man, he'd be like punching people for money. Because, you know, he's gotta help the orphanage, man. He's got a heart of gold, son. So Vince convinces the party to join the martial arts tournament, and holy shit, it's the Dragon Quest IV music! Oh my god, fanboy is home! And we do have two mysterious fighters, a lovely lady and an old man. Gotta be Master Roshi from Dragon Ball, right? So our hero and Vince advance to the finals, and then we're facing off against the lovely lady and the old man. Alright, Luminary, I'm gonna take the lovely lady, and you take the old man, because you know I'm gonna give him a little this, and that, and do that. So we win the finals, but something's a little awry. Vince, something felt a little off about you. You're not taking any of them steroids, ain't ya? But however, also in Octagonia, a whole bunch of people are disappearing, so we kind of explore under the orphanage for a bit, and then Vince! I knew it! Traitor! Traitor, you muscle-bound moron! So Vince has been giving people to this giant spider to suck their energy so Vince can get more powerful, so he can win money to help the orphanage. Okay, Vince, your heart was in the right place, but this isn't the way to do it. You can't really trust gigantic-ass monstrous spiders. So once you beat the spider and rescue all the people, we have a rematch in the tournament. But this time in the finals, Vince goes up against you, the hero, in a one-on-one match, but this time totally legit. No steroids, no spider potions, no nut. Vince is gonna be just using his bare two hands, baby. So you triumph over Vince, and then your next travels bring you to the ruins of Dundrasil. Now, there's such a familiarity about this place, and this is actually the first part of the game where I actually shed some tears. Now, I'm gonna say this. Dragon Quest XI hits you most in the feels, probably even more than Dragon Quest V. I shit you not. I mean, the amount of times I actually cried during this game, I probably cried about 13 times total. Because man, Dragon Quest XI really hits you in the feels, because once you get to the ruins of Dundrasil, you encounter the old man and the mysterious lady again, revealing themselves to be Rab, your grandfather, the former king of Dundrasil, and Princess Jade. Wait, Princess Jade from where? Not from Dundrasil, but she's actually the Princess of Heliodor! So that means that evil King Carnelian is her father? So as all the kingdoms are trying to defend against all the monsters, Jade, the Princess of Heliodor, and your mother Eleanor tried to run with you to safety, but then Eleanor was about to be trapped but handed you over to Jade, but then Jade put you in the river and sending you all the way off to Cobblestone. So Eleanor, Rab's daughter, was killed by the monsters, and then Jade grew up and trained to be a martial artist, promising to protect the Luminary. Jade is my bae. Jay is Bade. Yeah. But your reunion is short-lived as Hendrik once again pursues you and is like, no, Princess Jade, it cannot be. You're alive! Yes, Hendrik, yes, I'm alive, so get the hell out of here. So, once you escape from Hendrik, you go to the town of Puerto Valor, where there's the casino! And usually the casino is not something I really do a lot in Dragon Quest games, but wow, the casino looks massively gorgeous here, and Sylvando seems a bit spooked to be back in Puerto Valor, and then one of the servants is like, is that really him? We'll find out later. So we take Sylvando's ship and end up on the strand, where we see this mermaid named Michelle calling out to her long-lost love, Kai. And she asks you if you can help me be reunited with my love, Kai. Alright, Michelle, we shall help you out. We shall go to Lonalulu. Lonalulu. So we go to the port town of Lonalulu, where Kai is supposedly living, but they're kind of like, fuck mermaids! Mermaids are the devil, man! And they're kind of saying there's a story that the mermaids are cursed and shit. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't help Michelle out, but she just seems so nice and stuff. We gotta help her out, man. So we meet up with Kailani, aka Kai, but he says, well, Kai was kind of my grandfather, and he already passed away, so that kind of happened 50 years ago! What? So how are we gonna break the news to poor Michelle, Because she just wants to see her love again. So we find out 50 years ago, Kai was in a storm, and then he was about to drown, but then he was rescued by Michelle and fell in love with her. And he wanted to go back to her so badly that the villagers thought he was kind of crazy, kind of cursed. So that's why Lonalulu was like, fuck mermaids! Fuck them! But then after that, Kailani is missing, then we go out to rescue him, and then once we return him home, Michelle is like, where's Kai? Oh, wait, you're not Kai. Oh no. And now for another tear-jerking moment, guys. So Michelle realizes that humans don't have the lifespans of mermaids, and decides, she wants to be reunited with Kai, so she sacrifices her life, gains legs, walks on the sand, sacrifices her life so she can be with her love. Turn the camera off, man! Wow. That really hit in the feels, man. Dragon Quest XI hits you really hard in the feels. Thanks to Michelle, you do get the ability to breathe underwater, and then you meet the Queen of the Mermaids. And she's like, Michelle didn't realize that humans have short lifespans, but you are the Luminary, the Prince of Dundrasil, and I will do everything I can to help you. So after we leave the sea, our travels bring us to the Academy of Medals. Or, you know what, I can't even pronounce the name, so I'll just put it down here. So mini medals have been a huge thing in the Dragon Quest games, and in past games we had kingdoms based on it, and now we have a school based on the medals. So if you collect a certain amount of medals, you put those in your medal book, and you get awesome items depending on how many medals you get. So make sure to stop by the school as often as you can. So then our travels bring us to the town of Fumnau, which is kind of a trading community, but in the back of the town there is this creepy ass painting that everyone's like, this is like the coolest painting on the earth, man. Dude, that thing in the painting looks like my friend who saw it a week ago. I wonder why is that? And then you find this little girl named Dora. Oh, Dora, where's your buddy Swiper, huh? Dora's saying, her parents are missing, can you help me find them in the temple and stuff? And then you go into temple and see the painting, and holy shit, some of the townspeople are inside that thing. Wow, we must have a really good fast artist. But you find out later on that the painting is cursed! Cursed, I say! So you go inside the painting, and holy shit! Okay, I said earlier, most of the dungeons in this game are not that complicated, but when you're inside this dungeon, you're like, holy shit, this is like a fucking place of nightmares, man. And then you find out Dora is really this evil Dora in gray who's trying to absorb people into her painting! Swiper is definitely not fucking swiping, man. So once you defeat the evil Dora, all the townspeople are restored to their normal selves and there's no more painting. Good. Fuck that painting. So in our quest to find the rest of the orbs, we go to the frozen town of Snifelheim. Ooh, it's freezing here, man. Ooh. And then we meet the lovely Queen Frizzabelle. I like the ones with the glasses. They're really cute. Who says, You must defeat this evil beast in order to free the people of my town. Please. So we go to the Hexwood and the Royal Library to find out how to defrost the town. Professor Saurus. He's educated dinosaurs inside the Royal Library. Professor Saurus, man. I could have never come up with that. That's amazing. But then Queen Frizzabelle reveals herself to be the evil Crystalinda. But after we defeat Crystalinda, Queen Frizzabelle is like, well, we became friends when I was trapped inside there, so please spare her. Okay, so she froze your entire town, but you became friends, so you want us to spare her? Okay then. But then again, Crystalinda becomes Frizzabelle's advisor, which is kind of nice. So now that we have all the orbs, we are off to go to the Arborian Highlands, to Yggdrasil! So we make a nice pit stop in Arborea, the hometown of Serena and Veronica. Oh, Veronica, I thought you were a bit taller the last time we met. So we bring the orbs to the tree Yggdrasil in order to get the Sword of Light. So while we're kind of having a little rest at the tree, Veronica and Serena are kind of having a sisterly chat. Then Veronica's like, well, you've always been a bit slow. Is this kind of foreshadowing here? So we finally make our way inside the tree. The Luminary is ready to get the Sword of Light in order to combat the evil Dark One. But then Jasper arrives, seizes all of us, holy shit. But then King Carnelian and Hendrik arrive, but Hendrik's like, Jasper's the traitor! Traitor! But King Carnelian reveals his true nature, that he was taken over by the evil Mordegon! Holy shit, so Mordegon captures our hero, takes away his luminary powers, and turns the Sword of Light into the Sword of Evil something something, and then destroys the entire world tree Yggdrasil, fucking everything up, and we're in the world of ruin! Ruin! And thus begins part 2. So now the world has been destroyed. Where is everybody? What happened? And we awaken under the sea! Under the sea. What the hell happened? Somebody tell me! So after Yggdrasil was destroyed and the whole world went into chaos, the Queen of Mermaids turned you into a fish in order to prevent you from being hunted down by the evil Mordegon and his minions, who have taken over the world. Although the world doesn't look too ruined like Final Fantasy VI, but the world definitely looks a little more messed up. So one of Mordegon's evil generals tries to destroy the Mermaid Kingdom, but sends you to safety. So now, back in your human form, you end up at the last bastion, aka Cobblestone, and everybody's alive! Gemma, you're alive! I thought the Kingdom of Heliodor killed you! But she tells you, well, we all got captured, and that evil bastard Jasper was gonna kill us, but the nice guy Hendrik said we can all live, but we're just put into dungeons. Okay, so it wasn't you telling me I was like a hellspawn, you know, the Prince of Darkness, a YouTube commenter. You were just taking over, that's fine. Whew, thank God. You don't look like someone that we should be messing with, my lord. So King Carnelian tells you and Hendrik to head back to Heliodor Castle and take it back from the evil Jasper. So we do take an underground path leading back to the Heliodor dungeons, and in order to get back to the castle, we actually find out through a flashback through Yggdrasil, and then we see both Jasper and Hendrik back as kids. Aw, aren't they adorable? And then we find out the king used to kind of sneak into the kitchen through the secret passageway. Well, now I have a craving for the yummies, even though the queen tells me not to eat anymore. I shall kind of sneak into the kitchen. Yes, yes. Although you find out when Jasper and Hendrik were younger, Hendrik and Jasper used it to kind of sneak throughout the castle, and Hendrik got punished for it. Oh, kids, trying to see all that cool armor and stuff. So you're going through the ruins of Heliodor Castle and you confront Jasper, now transformed into evil. Jasper's become a YouTube commenter! And Jasper's like, well, Hendrik, it's always been about you. You've always gotten the good comments on YouTube. You bastard. Now it's all about me. Me at last. Ha ha ha. So Jasper flies off and you have to fight one of Mordegon's evil generals. And we'll get you next time, Jasper. Next time. So now Hendrik finally joins your party as the 8th person. So we go up to the mountains to Angri-La, where we're trying to find Master Pang in order to master the Quadra Slash. And we go in the realm between dimensions, and we find out Master Pang was actually killed when Yggdrasil fell, but she ended up in the dimension between life and death, and then we see, oh no, it's Rab! He's gone! No, Rab! But no, Rab himself is actually in the realm of between life and death, and he's also trying to master the Quadra Slash, because Rab was a bit of a martial artist himself, like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball. So through Master Pang's training, our hero, the Luminary, masters the Quadra Slash! And then Rab eats a good, nice breakfast, returning himself to his big form. What the hell did you eat, Rab? Well, whatever you're eating, I want some of that. And then, on our way to Fumno, we encounter Sylvando! What up, buddy? Dude, you're still, like, cheering on the world even though it got destroyed? I kinda wanna join you, man! And then we go back to Puerto Valor, where we realize that Sylvando was the son of the richest guy in town, and Sylvando was actually a knight, but he left to join the circus and fulfill his passion as a guy to bring joy to the world. You know, it's still a noble profession, Sylvando. So you end up at this house, and there's this woman, or thing, or whatever it is, it kind of changes shape, called the Seer. And then the Seer is like, well now. Eventually you will find out who the Seer is, but the Seer is an important figure in the game. But then there's kind of rumors near Dundrasil Castle. People are having this kind of crazy dream about some ghost. You left bad comments on my YouTube videos! Oh, wait, that's the other dream. So you head back to Dundrasil and find out these dreams are actually your father, Erwin, who used to be the king of Dundrasil, and then we see what happened during that night when the monsters attacked Dundrasil. So the monsters attack and all of the kings of the kingdom fight valiantly, but then after that, King Carnelian gets taken over by Mordegon. No! But then King Erwin fights bravely to protect his wife, your mother, and then he gets stabbed in the back by King Carnelian! And so, through all these years, King Erwin was cursed, feeling like he failed. But then, this evil monster has taken over his dreams. And then once you defeat him, well, he's one of the easier bosses. Oh, thank God. And then you finally free Erwin's soul. He's like, my son, I finally recognize you, even though I never saw you as a child that much. And then he ascends. Then I'm in tears again, man. It's such an emotional scene. And then you get Erwin's badass armor. And so, to find the rest of our allies, we go back to Octagonia, where they're no longer fighting, but they're gambling. And holy shit, I can actually win the slots! Whoa, I won, man! Oh man, I'm gonna win a medicinal herb? What kind of bullshit prizes are these? And then we find out our lovely ally Jade has been taken over by one of Mordegon's evil generals, so we have to defeat him. And then once we defeat him, Jade comes back to her senses, but now she has kind of vampiric powers. Jade, marry me? I don't have a ring right now, but will you marry me? Please say yes. So Jade finally comes back to your party. So to find the rest of our allies, we go back to Snifelheim and holy shit, there's someone on the ship. Might be some rats. It's Eric! Eric, what's up, buddy? Hey, how you doing, man? Oh shit, you don't remember who you are and what happened? That's not good. So we go back to Snifelheim and everybody's covered in gold. Everybody's turned to gold. Gold! Gold, gold, gold! Did Scrooge McDuck move into this town? So we actually go back to Eric's old hideout through the Viking hideout, and then we find out Eric had a sister named Mia. Okay, so fans of Dragon Ball are probably like, dude, Mia is totally Bulma. I swear, they look so much alike. And then we find out that Mia got hold of some kind of necklace and turned herself into gold, which was really, really horrible. Oh my god. So Eric was traveling around the world trying to find a way to cure her, and that's how he encountered you, the hero. So there's this new dungeon called the Gilden Hall, which is completely made of gold. Okay, are you sure this isn't Scrooge McDuck's money bin in Dragon Quest? And then we find out Eric's sister Mia is finally free of her golden prison, but then she's angry at Eric for abandoning her. And then she turns into the evil Gildiga, who's one of Mordegon's evil generals. And this was the first boss battle in the game that totally kicked my ass, because this boss is one of the hardest fucking bosses in the game. She gets like 3 fucking turns. So once you defeat the evil Gildiga, Mia is finally free and back to her normal self. So we finally go back to Arborea and are reunited with Serena, and we find out that Veronica actually died when Yggdrasil went down. Oh, again. Oh, I really liked Veronica. Veronica was awesome. Damn you, Mordegon, you king of evil bastard! So in order to move on, Serena cuts her hair so she can prove that she can finally tackle the world without her sister. Veronica in memoriam. So we go back to the kingdom of Gallopolis, where this giant-ass meteor called Erdwin's Lantern is about to, crash and cause the Armageddon and shit. But then Mordegon actually comes and destroys it. But Rab actually sees something, and it says Kalasmos. I wonder what that means. So Prince Ferris is like, yes, that evil being thing was actually our savior! Well, he actually isn't wrong. But you'll find out why a little later in this story. So we go back to the town of Hoto, where this evil dragon has been terrorizing the village. But then we do find out there is some kind of connection between Priestess Miko and the dragon. So we go all the way to Mount Fuji, but then we find out it was actually her son, Ryu! No, not the Street Fighter Ryu, not the Ninja Gaiden Ryu, but Dragon Quest XI Ryu was taken over by evil forces and he became the dragon. So his mother was feeding him sacrifices, but then she sacrifices herself to her own son to feed his appetite, and then we have to defeat her son, and Ryu is one of the hardest bosses in the game, and this is the part of the game where the bosses start getting 2 to 3 turns per battle, which makes it really, really hard and annoying. And so we defeat Ryu, he returns to his human self, but then he ascends into the heavens. That's another tearful moment, man. Man, I need a lot of tissues playing this game. I swear to God, it's one emotional hit to the feels after another. Way more than Dragon Quest V. So once Serena rejoins your party, the Arborians give you the Calamus flute in order to summon Cetacea, your flying whale. Well, a flying whale is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I would have preferred a flying bird like Ramia in the previous games, but flying whale, yeah. Why don't we have a flying squirrel? Or, a flying rhino, or a flying anything, but a whale. How about a flying shark? So as we travel the world, we encounter the Watchers, who look like they're between a cross between Majin Buu and Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball. Luminary, find the sky, ooh. So now, this is it. It's time to go to the Fortress of Fear, where the evil Jasper is awaiting us. So yeah, the Fortress of Fear does look a bit intimidating at first, but luckily it's not that hard, trust me. And then we finally get up and fight Jasper once again, you traitorous dog! So we defeat Jasper again, but he and Hendrik don't really have any parting words. But then all the evil generals come back again, but are easily defeated. And now this is the moment where Jasper and Hendrik have their parting words. So as jealous as Jasper was of Hendrik, it was always Hendrik looking up to Jasper. Man, God, another moment in the feels. Damn you, Dragon Quest XI. Damn you. Love this game so much. So now you fight the evil Mordegon and the Lord of Darkness, which actually isn't a very difficult battle, thank God, because that fight with Gildiga and Ryu, You defeat Mordegon, you save the day, and everything's all hunky-dory, and the story is over, we see the credits, or is it? And now begins the post-game. Actually, Dragon Quest XI could end perfectly here. Our heroes triumphed over the evil Mordegon at the cost of Veronica, and peace has been returned, but there actually is a post-game. And it's kind of like an actual sequel to the game inside the game, so it's not Dragon Quest XII or Dragon Quest 11.5, it's still the post-game. So Rab is all saying, you know what, I just want to chill and have fun, but something feels a bit empty, We really miss Veronica, man. We really, really miss Veronica, so I think we should explore this tower that kind of appeared right here, and what are all these little beings that are walking throughout the place? Well, let's find out. So our heroes go to the Tower of Lost Time, and we talk to the Timekeeper, and she says, if you want to rescue your loved one, you have to go back in time, but only one of you can go back. And Hendrik's all saying, well, even if you go back in time, we will be enemies, but I shall still serve you. So our hero takes the Sword of Light and shatters the sphere and goes all the way back in time right before Yggdrasil fell. And now the hero knows everything that's going to happen, but actually your experience points go all the way back to where they were back when you were at Yggdrasil, but you actually have the Sword of Darkness in your possession. So Jasper's ready to do his thing, but nope, you totally destroy Jasper, and then you free King Carnelian, and you're kind of changing time a bit. So now Veronica's alive again, and we're so happy to see you, Veronica, because you're so awesome. So we're having parties at Heliodor, and they're like, well, we better clean out Jasper's room because he's a traitor and he's dead. How about we put some arcades in here? But it's not over yet, because Mortigan comes back and you actually have to defeat him, but he's not like super duper Mortigan, he's just kind of normal Mortigan. But then he realizes when you defeat him, so you aren't the only one who went back in time. Oh! So Mortigan is gone. So is everything safe? Is it really safe? Well, not really, because now Erdwin's lantern is ready to come crashing to the earth, and we do not have Mortigan to help save us. Oh boy, we got a lot of trouble coming our way. So Hendrik joins your party once again, and now your goal is to stop Erdwin's lantern. But now, with your knowledge of the future, you can actually go back and change time. So now you can actually free Mia before she becomes the evil Gildiga. So you can actually go to Mount Fuji and free Ryu from his curse without killing him. So he and Priestess Miko are back together again as mother and son. And this time Cobblestone isn't really the last bastion anymore. It's back to normal, and Eric's buddy Dirk is running his own store. Well, you know, you're not living the thug life anymore, Dirk, but this is pretty cool. And of course you can go back to Octagonia, which is no longer a gambler's place, but back to its old fighting MMA grounds. But then the spider asshole comes back, taking over people. But this time Vince is here to help you, and he's fighting legit, yo. And oh man, the world map music is from Dragon Quest III! My fanboyism is back. And then once you board the whale again, oh my god, they're playing Heavenly Flights from Dragon Quest III and 8! So now you do have the choice to actually fight the last boss, Kalasmos, early, but I recommend not doing it because Kalasmos is going to kick your ass really fucking hard. But instead, I do recommend you rebuild the Sword of Light again, because now you have 2 Sword of Lights in this game. So now you got the Luminary dual wielding the Swords of Light, baby. So you find out that Erdwin, the previous Luminary, and his love Serenica and their pal Morkant were trying to fight Kalasmos back in the past, but then Morkant was tempted by the evil Kalasmos for more power. Then he became Mortigan. He killed his friend Erdwin. So Serenica tried to go back to the Tower of Lost Time in order to bring back Erdwin, but she failed, and then she became the Timekeeper. Holy shit! Plot twist! And then you find out the Seer was actually Morkant. Holy crap! And so Morkant, as the Seer, is now telling you, yeah, you kind of let this evil Kalasmos kind of wreak havoc across the world again, and if you didn't fuck up time, I would have dealt with him for you. Well, considering how fucking hard Kalasmos is, yeah, you're right, dude. But you do have the choice to go back to the Seekers and go through Drunston's Trials, where you can actually get all of Drunston's armor for Hendrik, and he looks really cool like that, by the way. And so now, the final battle with Kalasmos, the true final boss of the post-game. And Kalasmos looks a lot like a fusion between Imperfect Cell and Jiren from Dragon Ball. So in order to beat Kalasmos, you have to use the Sword of Light as an item to get rid of his shield, but he's still going to be very fucking hard because, you know, he has his body and his arms, and then you can destroy his arms, but his arms come back. So I recommend really leveling up your heroes. Make sure the hero has Giga Slash so he can attack all the arms. So then once you defeat Kalasmos, peace is restored. You're back in Cobblestone ready to marry your childhood sweetheart Gemma, and you are now the hero of Heliodor. So you're accompanied by Serena and Veronica back to Yggdrasil to bring back the Sword of Light, but then you find out that Yggdrasil used to be one of the dragons. Holy crap! Plot twist. But the dragon ended up losing to Kalasmos, and Kalasmos was free to wreak havoc across the world. But then we do use the Sword of Light to restore the Timekeeper back to her form as Serenica. Then Serenica goes back in time to save Erdwin's life, creating another alternate timeline and shit. And then the dragon bestows the title of Erdrea upon the hero, the Luminary. So this game is actually linked to the first 3 Dragon Quests! Whoa, yeah! And then we have the amazing credit sequence that shows clips from all of the Dragon Quest games. Oh my god, the feels, man, the feels! So our story ends with this mother putting away a book and then telling her son to wake up. Kinda reminiscent of Dragon Quest III. Holy shit! This is the prequel to Dragon Quest III! How many times have I done this? We'll do it again. Whoa! And thus finally ends Dragon Quest XI, and holy shit, what a real Dragon Quest it was! So the Dragon Quest games are usually known for their more simple stories, not so much on the emotional heartbeats like the Final Fantasy stories and, Dragon Quest V, but holy shit, man, Dragon Quest XI really knows how to hit you in the heart so much, like so many emotional moments in this game. And I absolutely love all of the characters in this game. I mean, there's no real annoying character. I mean, all the characters have something to love about them. And even the hero, he doesn't say a word. Not at all, well, as a kid he does. But he's still a lovable hero because he's the hero and he's a kind-hearted hero that tries to save the day. Got the badass thief Eric, the charismatic Sylvando, Grandmaster Awesomeness Rab, the lovely Jade, the awesomely spunky Veronica, the lovely but kind Serena, and the noble badass Hendrik. If I had to choose my favorite characters in this game, they would probably have to be Hendrik, Jade, and Veronica, because those 3, every time they came on the screen, just made me smile so much every time I played. And it's really awesome seeing Hendrik finally warming up to you and becoming part of your side. Oh man, the gameplay. There's so much to do in this game. There's so many quests. There's so much stuff to do. There's such a wide variety of enemies. There's mini medals. You can go to the casino, and then there's like items you can forge. There is just so much to do in this game. I mean, it'll probably take you like 60 to 70 hours if you're playing casually, but if you want to do everything, it's probably going to take you a couple of 100 hours. I mean, Yuji Horii is getting a bit up there in age, but damn, he really knows how to write a great story, and Akira Toriyama's artwork is top-notch as always, even though he does kind of reuse a couple of designs. And Koichi Sugiyama's music is top-notch as always, and definitely listen to the Symphonic Suite. It's worth it, trust me. And there are mods for the PC where you can actually listen to the Symphonic Suite instead of the regular music, even though the regular music is awesome on its own. And you can get Dragon Quest XI on the PC, the PS4, and if you know Japanese, the 3DS, and it's probably also going to come out on the Nintendo Switch. Or it's probably out on the Nintendo Switch if you're watching this in the future. So that wraps up this feature film of awesome video game memories about Dragon Quest XI. And now I think it's time for me to go back home.
Whoa! Whoa! I'm back in the real world.
So, Your Highness, how did I do?
Mr. Ryan, welcome back.
Did I deliver a review worthy of the slimes?
Bro, dog, that was the best Dragon Quest XI review I've ever seen.
Oh my god, sir. That is a huge honor. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
For your bravery during this excellent review, I shall record this in the Imperial Scrolls of Honor and bestow upon you a gift from the slimes.
Well, what's going on? Whoa! Oh my god, all the characters, they're on my chest. They're on my shirt. What's on my back? I can't see my back. Oh my god.
His Majesty will now bequeath you with the highest honor ever given to a reviewer.
Yes, bro. I, the King of the Slimes, give Ryan the legendary title of Slimedrick for his valiant review of Dragon Quest XI. May you carry this title with pride as a fan of our beloved Dragon Quest franchise.
Yes, sir. I shall now wear the title of Slimedrick with pride as a Dragon Quest fan.
Wear it well, my friend.
And that concludes this feature film of awesome video game memories about Dragon Quest XI. Buy it now!
Bro, I've ordered more Burger King. So let us celebrate with another mighty feast that shall last throughout the ages!
Ah yes, I do enjoy these sticks called French fries. You humans truly make the best food.
Hey everybody, Ryan here, and thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially subscribe, and make sure to click on that notification bell so you know when we release new videos, because YouTube probably won't tell you. And if you want to watch me play games live, you can watch me on twitch.tv/BattleGeekPlus. And if you have a Twitch Prime account, you can subscribe for emotes and a lot more awesome perks to support the show. And if you want to support the show, you can donate at patreon.com/Ryan Molina, because every dollar helps me bring you a better show. And make sure to follow me on Twitter at @RyanMolina and at BattleGeekPlus. And also make sure to check out the official BattleGeek Plus website at BattleGeekPlus.com. We got books, we got t-shirts. Make sure to check out our awesome popcorn-related t-shirts, our BattleGeek Plus t-shirts, and a lot more. And last but not least, make sure to check out these other videos while you're here. Thank you very much, and see you later.